boom, we have enabled it. We have done the thing. It's been enabled. We've done the thing. It's now doing a live broadcast of something. I don't know. I guess it's primarily questions tonight. I guess we're kicking it with the questions tonight. Guess it's a normal type of question and answer and chill kind of Friday. What's going on, Death? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Plumber, what up, dude? What's going on, guys? How's your guys' Friday? Nathan was popping. Rishi CS Gray, what's going on, you guys? I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. It's going to be a surprise. It's always a surprise, though. Brian, what up, dude? How you doing? How you guys doing? Anything exciting going on this Friday night for you guys? I think it's pretty chill over here. I think we're kicking it, hanging out with the small dog back here. Vlogs, what's up? Plumber, coming in early with the dono, man. Appreciate the dono, my dude. Tanner, your arse demand. I'm all about it. I'm all about it, my dude. Eric, what's going on, man? Bortforts, ayo. Tanner, happy Friday to you. And, oh, what's going on? You guys got anything exciting or, like, fun going on this weekend? Am I the only one? Am I the only one? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing this weekend. I have to go pick up wheels this weekend. I know that much. So, what's going on, Quinn? How you doing, man? What's good, my man? From... Chico, did I get that right? Chico, California? I think I got that one right. I think. Lee, what up, dude? Tanner, what's up? Made it off work in time. What's going on, David? Anything exciting going on? Anything exciting going on with you guys this weekend? I don't think I got too much going on. I think, I might go up to the mod garage, work on this other engine build that I have going on. Can't do much to the EG until parts get delivered, or until I have to schedule the tow. I got to schedule the tow for that car. Mini Stash, take my monies. Appreciate the dono, dude. Always appreciate the dono, you guys. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've going on this weekend, which isn't like that big, I think this is going to be like the first chill weekend I've had in a while, is just getting the tow scheduled for the 17 STI to get that thing over to the fabricator for Monday, which is going to be awesome. And I'll be down there like documenting all the fab stuff too, so that way you guys can see what all goes into the fabrication stuff, because I don't know. I'm not doing all the fab stuff, but we'll see. What wheels am I picking up? I think they're just stock wheels. Someone's letting me borrow a set of 5x114 wheels to be able to get the STI on the tow truck, since I don't have tires for the Yankees quite yet, because those are going to be some expensive tires. But it'll be all good. Omni, what's going on, man? I got my Group N mount last night. That's a good mount. Holy-ish, what an amazing mod. Next week is brakes, and then that Cobb shift place. Nice. Group N mounts are awesome. I love Group N mounts. I've got them in the 05. They're awesome. For the price. I think you can snag Group N mounts for what? Like $200 for engine, trans, and pitch stop. Pretty good combo right there. Pretty good combo. Ricky, yo, Cole, how's it going? How's it going, man? You tell me. So I found a set of JDM STI mirrors, the 110 version. Snag them. I've seen a couple sets pop up here and there. For you guys that don't know, those are the mirrors that I have on my 17 STI. They're the JDM anti-glare with like the built-in like sequential blinker in them. They're cool mirrors. I like them. I think I bought one of the last sets that were in stock with Rally Sport Direct like 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't realize how long I've actually had the 17 STI up until a couple days ago, and it popped up on my the Dealio, like Facebook memories or something like that. Apparently I've had that car for like 3 years now. Working on the hatch tonight. Finally got ER back from paint. Engine bay got painted. Very nice. Get that thing going. I've been searching for a 19 STI, and I found a few perfect examples, but cannot commit to the 35 to 40K price tag. How much of a downgrade is the WRX? It's not a huge downgrade. I mean, why are you looking specifically at 19s? What's wrong with like older versions? What's wrong with like a GR or like a GD or maybe like a 2016 or something like that? Why specifically the 19? But, I mean, I don't consider the WRX a downgrade. The WRX and the STI, two different platforms entirely. One of them FA20, one of them EJ-based. FA20s can be a lot more responsive to modifications up to about 400 wheel horsepower. You're going to get better fuel economy. You're going to get better low-end power. It's just if you're trying to make like 400 plus, after that 400 point, it like the STI kind of takes back over with power delivery, with just the car overall. So it really depends on what you're going to be doing with the car. I don't consider it a downgrade. Just kind of depends on what you're going to be using it for. Finished my first week at my new job, winding down with the stream. Ooh, congrats, Cole. How'd it go? How'd the first week go? Perrin pitch stop worth it. Honestly, any pitch stop mount is worth it. You could get Perrin, IAG, Cobb, Cartboy, Beat Rush. They all pretty much do the same thing. They have a different, durometer of bushing that they actually put in there, which slightly changes things, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Whatever brand you want to get, they all go with whatever one fills your desire, but I consider it worth it. It's a worthwhile mod for, what, under $100? Just installed a new head unit in my STI. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Yo, you got it right. It's Chico. Ah, see, I got it. I got it. I made it to the stream. What's going on, Jim? It's a pretty chill stream tonight. What's going on, dude? Yo, Tanner, I'm going to go buy a Forester parts car this weekend so I can manual swap my WRX wagon this summer. 411 gearing. Going to be dope. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. How much you getting the Forester for? It's a good deal. I still want a Forester. One day I'll get a Forester. Todd, how you doing, dude? Ever tried using any LED turn signals? I have LED turn signals in the 17 STI with the correct flasher relay to be able to accommodate them. Really, the only ones you got to change are the newer ones, are the ones in the front, like lower fog bezel housings. I use the Diodynamics rear, what is the name of it? The Diodynamics. So it's not switchback. Whatever the Diodynamics module is. Well worth in my opinion. I tried using them on the 05 STI. I didn't have the proper resistors in there, so it just started like hyper blinking, and it was just like annoying the hell out of me, so I never like ended up using them on that one. I finally found a WRX in Yakima and got it. It's so awesome. Hey, congrats, Zach. Congrats. Yo, I got them for $320 PayPal and ship. That's actually not a bad price for those mirrors. I think MSRP on them when I bought them was like $220 or $230, somewhere around there. But since they've been discontinued, they're hard to come by. Obviously, prices are going to go up a little bit, but that is not a bad price for them. Anyone know the brake bleeding order for 2015 WRX? I did rear right, rear left, front right, front left. Then I did my slave cylinder and had a bunch of air in the line still. I was curious if I was doing it incorrect. Any input helps. Thanks. If you're still getting air in the lines, continue to follow the cycle going around there. You always want to start farthest away from the master cylinder and then work your way up. So what is that? Rear right, rear left, front right, front left. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 goes around there. Sometimes you get a lot of air built up in the lines depending on what you're doing. If you're swapping brake lines, there really shouldn't be that much air like trapped in the system. If you have like a brake failure and like somewhere in like one of the main hard lines is leaking, then obviously that's going to be a little bit more of an issue to diagnose. But if you're doing it in the proper order and you're starting farthest away from the master cylinder and you're working your way up closest to it, sometimes it just takes a couple cycles to be able to get all of the air out. Godspeed part, good or not? Typically, I don't buy Godspeed parts. I tend to look at them as more of a lower end part. But if you're balling on a budget, it's not a bad company to buy parts from. Their parts are decent quality, I'd say. 2016 WRX Stage 2 with 74,000 on it. What mods do you think I should do next? Well, if you're just Stage 2, I'm guessing that you only have a J-pipe on the car because Stage 2 is only a J-pipe. Stage 2 Plus would be an intake and a J-pipe, so I'm going to say get an intake next if you don't already have an intake. Dude, I ordered the alternator. Now I'm scared. Did you get it resolved? The only issue, so what happened with mine is it was just the back bracket. Guessing it was just a material issue. It's not a huge deal. They already sent out a replacement bracket for that alternator. Alternator works fantastic. You made a great purchase going with that alternator. I wouldn't be scared of anything. I'm so confident in it that I have another one coming for the 2017 STI. My full confidence in those alternators. It was just a material deficiency in the bracket. Super easy to replace. It's just 2 Allen bolts that come out, put the new bracket on, 2 Allen bolts, goes right back in. I wouldn't worry about a thing. Must be a Canadian thing. LOL. Got her back from paint means like I got her back from paint. That's what it means. Isn't that normal? Isn't that normal, like, saying? Splurged on my birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday, CS Gray. And got a bunch of stuff. Yakima, Load Warrior, EBC. I don't know what EBC stands for. Yellow stuff. Stop Tech rotors and an impact gun. Impact gun is good. Is God tier. Ooh, what impact gun you get? What impact gun? Alberto, what's going on, dude? Is it normal that airbag PSI goes up or down while driving or hit a bump? Totally normal. So if you're on like airlift or something like that and you're driving, we'll say you have PSI set to like 45 or something like that, you're going to see small fluctuations in the bags, especially when you're going around corners or things like that. It's just compensating for how much air is actually going in and out of the bags. Don't worry about it at all. Totally normal. Lower mileage with a 19 and a Type RA block would make me feel a lot more comfortable while modifying it. Gotcha. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the older models. If you're strictly buying the 19 just for the Type RA block, keep in mind that even if something were to happen, like God forbid, if you got a newer STI, like a 16 or 17, because I still consider those newer, Type RA blocks are relatively affordable, like $1,800 from like Flatiron Tuning. It's not a terrible price tag for a replacement engine. You gonna name the 17 STIs the Blueberoo? It's always been the Blueberoo. That's always been its name. Always. Level 10 transmission, auto and built Legacy GT. Will the solid driveline for my 4 STI fit my car? I don't think so. Matt has a level 10 transmission in the Outback that we have out there. It's an Outback XT. I believe he had to stick with the Outback's drivetrain, at least for the driveline. I don't think that you can use one out of an STI. You might be able to. I just can't confirm that or not. I just got back from the body shop after someone backed into my car. I am sorry to hear. Got a new Viz duckbill trunk. Getting rid of the wing. Ooh, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So you turn a bad thing into a good thing. You get rear-ended, you get a carbon fiber duckbill trunk. It's the way to look at it. Bro, have a 2012 Hatch WRX with stop tech rotors and pads. About a year old now. Steering wheel vibrates when braking. Now you think the rotor's warped already. Any thoughts? I wouldn't suspect the rotors be warped after a year, but it also depends on how aggressive you drive. If you're like driving incredibly aggressive and like incredibly aggressive with the brakes, it's very possible that the rotors could be warped. But from just daily driving aspects, which I'm assuming you're doing, I wouldn't expect the brakes to be like super warped like that. I would start looking at like suspension components, maybe alignment, make sure all your lug nuts are super tight. I've had it before where I forgot to torque down one set of lug nuts on one of my wheels and the whole steering wheel would like shake super bad at like 60 miles an hour. Just keep that in mind. Say nay Coco. Appreciate the dono, my friend. Love your channel. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support from you guys. Just got my Brembo's powder-coated acid yellow. Ooh, very nice. It's a very vibrant color. It's a very aggressive color. It's a very loud color. But I like it. I like the style there. Ace Media Chat, what's going on, dude? I keep getting more and more excited about this engine swap. Cannot wait. Same. I just can't wait to hear that car turn on for the first time. So when I was out in the garage yesterday, because everything that you guys saw in today's video I did last night, I was out there thinking, I was like, realistically, after the car comes back from fabrication, I could, if I went like all out 100%, bought everything, I could probably get that car started and idling in like 2 to 3 months, realistically speaking. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I'm going to push for it, but after fabrication, all we need is sensors, finish the ECU wiring. I think that's it. I think just sensors and ECU wiring for the engine at least, and it should be able to run. Should be able to idle at least. I don't know. We'll find out. We're still a little bit ways away. What can I do if my STI is overboosting on stage 2 plus cob map? Get an E-tune. That's probably going to be your best bet. OTS maps are very hit or miss depending on what the car is. My locker finally came in for my toolbox. Very nice. Very nice. Just waiting on my hatch and my freaking coilovers. 7 weeks today waiting. Ricky, what coilovers you get? What coilovers? Fortunato? That's my guess. That's normally a longer lead time, but that's my guess. Got my Cobb access port in yesterday. Ooh, very nice. Very nice, River. Very nice. That's a good first modification to get to be on your way for modifying your car. AO Tanner, any suggestions for internal wastegate headers for the FAWX? Been looking at Killer B and MAP. Killer B is separated into 2 runners while MAP collected into 1. Thoughts? Well, what's your budget? FA20WX. What is there? There's Perrin, Killer B, MAP, ETS, I believe makes some. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me get this screen share live. I believe they make one. I'm not entirely sure. That's Killer B right there. We'll take a look at that one. Hold up. Because we're just kicking it tonight, going through questions. We can do some screen share stuff. We can kick it, not spotlight. Don't click on that. I don't even know what that would pull up. Boom. What am I? Vivid Racing. Oh, whoa, they're still selling external wastegate ones. Interesting. And it says in stock. If any of you guys with FA20 WRXs are looking for external wastegate headers, there you go. $896 from Vivid Racing in stock. Go snag a set if you want them. These are not internal wastegate, though. These are external wastegate. So we're looking for internal wastegate style. Are these internal wastegate style? These are internal wastegate style. So these ones have all the runners going to there. So you have 4 to 2 to 1 versus the other one you were talking about was MAPs, I believe. MAP all collect into 1, right? I believe so. So let me pull this one up. ETS, we'll do a MAP header FA20 WRX. Let me take a look at these ones. My typing is what did I just type in right there? What did I even just type in? Dude, I swear. Wow, dude, these are like significantly cheaper. These are like $400 cheaper. And you can add ceramic coating, Subi mods. There you go. So these ones are also, these are also 4. So you have 4 runners going into 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2 into 1. That honestly, it looks like the same style. If it were me getting a set of headers and I was going with the internal wastegate, what do we have here? $599. If we want ceramic coating, we're looking at $800 there. Killer Bee 1 starting at $896. I love Killer Bee. You guys know this, but for the price, I mean, on that one, I'd probably go with oh, these are M45. I don't even know what M45 headers are. They look good. What are they? 304 stainless steel, CNC machine gaskets, equal length replacement grade 8 hardware, 1.5 primary piping. Honestly, these don't look bad. These don't look bad for the price right there. This is probably what I'd snag. If I was like, I don't want to say balling on a budget because it's really not balling on a budget. It's still $800, but then again, it's on sale from $1,200. And these come ceramic coated. I'd probably go with these ones. Personal preference. Personal preference on that one. Thoughts on APR Air Dam 418 WRX? The Air Dam or the splitter? The Air Dam, I believe, is just like an overpriced lip. Not worth it in my opinion. The splitter, like $400, well worth it. It actually works. Just make sure you chassis mount it so that way it doesn't come flying off when you're driving on the freeway. I've seen that happen before when people only bolt splitters to bumpers. I've seen it rip the bumper off. I've seen it just rip the splitter completely off, and then there goes like $450 down the freeway. 430 wheel horsepower Forcer is fun to screw with Scat Pack chargers. I could see that. It's kind of like how the 2.5 RSs that I got out front. It's no longer an STI. It now identifies as a 2.5 RS with a hood scoop. I was actually debating on getting rid of the hood scoop too. The dude who swapped me trunks also asked me if I wanted to swap hoods, and I'm still heavily debating it. Still heavily debating that one. I've seen them go for 1K used in the original packaging. That's insane for mirrors. Insane. Do you need to air out when parked overnight? No, you don't, but if you want to flex on people, go ahead, air out. I'm all about it. Hey, just got a 17 WRX a couple weeks ago. What are some good spots, or where are some good spots to find parts? If I'm looking for parts, typically I'll go through the Mod Garage as my #1 source. Rally Sport Direct is a backup. Every now and then, if I need parts like ASAP overnighted, I'll get them from Import Image Racing, just because I will say they do have a huge supply of parts always on hand, and they're like always in stock. So if I need something like ASAP, I'll typically order it through them. But primarily I order all of my parts through the Mod Garage. If they can't get something for me that's in stock, I'll scour the internet to find a company that actually stocks the part that I need, and then just order it directly from them. That's why whenever like you guys ask me like, how do I get parts so quickly? I don't stick to one company to order all of my parts through. Primarily, yes, I go through like one company to order most of them through, but if I am looking for a part that typically has a pretty long lead time, I'll find somebody that has it in stock. Like the Precision 6870 turbo that we just got, normally that's like a 6-week lead time for that turbo. Real Street Performance had the one that I was looking at in stock. So, I mean, it never hurts to email them, call the company, see if they have the part you're looking for in stock. If they do, you can go ahead and order it right then and there. If not, try to find somebody else who has it, or otherwise you're just going to end up having to do the having to wait a little bit of lead time. Thank you, Smedia. I will try anytime. You're going to do the T51R mod on the turbo. I may. I was looking into it earlier. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is it not worth to buy those Grimmspeed? Ooh, okay, chat jumped. Is it worth it to buy those Grimmspeed thick gaskets, or is OEM just fine? I've never had an issue with OEM gaskets. Typically, I just get OEM all the time. They're a little bit cheaper. OEM is my suggestion. Never had an issue with OEM gaskets. What would you recommend I get besides equal length headers before I get a Pro Tune, get an intake, get a catted downpipe, boost controller, intercooler if you can afford one, AOS if you already don't have one, obviously. Turbo inlet doesn't help, but it's a real pain to swap out. If you really don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it. I'd go with at least those ones. Also, Hibana, did I get that one right? Appreciate the dono, man. Thanks for the help, Smedia. Got to go, but thanks for the stream. Anytime, dude. I hope you have an awesome rest of your Friday night. CS Craig, got a Ryobi 1 Plus impact gun, 18-volt cordless, 3-speed, 240 foot-pound of torque. I love it. Nice. That's more torque than my BRZ had. It's kind of sad. Cody, appreciate the dono, man. What's up, man? Hope all is well. Get them likes. That's what I'm saying. Coming in here, policing likes up. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I was looking at like I was looking at YouTube analytics on our YouTube studio the other day. 50%. It's only 50% of viewers are actually subscribed to the channel. If we had everyone subscribed, we'd be like 100,000. YouTube would like promote everything. So if you're not subscribed, come on, you guys. Come on! Sounds 1+2. Appreciate the dono, my friend. Best way to run an HKS blow-off valve on an FAWRX. Get a tune. Do not use an OTS tune. You can definitely do it while still math-based. Obviously, speed density is going to be a little bit better for a blow-off valve, just so it doesn't have to meter air back in. But if you're gonna put a full atmospheric blow-off valve on your car, at minimum, get an E-tune, so that way the ECU knows, like, hey, the air that we just metered in going past the math just went to the atmosphere, so that way it's not like, where the hell did all of this air just go? At minimum, just get an E-tune, get a couple other parts, snag them on there, make it worth your time and your money. Get like a J-pipe, an intake, boost controller, a couple other things, throw them all on there at once. My stage 2 has the exhaust done from the turbo back. So you have a turbo back. Parent air intake and deletes done. Is that what you meant by intake? If you have an intake, yes, parent air intake would be your air intake. Tanner, do you think I should upgrade my catch can setup to an AOS? Reason I ask is because Turbo Kit is going on this summer. No. Oh, dude, you're turboing it? You're turboing it? I want to see that. I want to see that, my man. No, I mean, if you already have catch cans installed, there's no need to go to an AOS unless you really want the oil to just drain back into the system. Is it more beneficial if you're just starting out and you don't have catch cans or you don't have an AOS, and if you're not in a climate that's like incredibly cold, I'm always going to suggest AOS. If you're somewhere where in the wintertime it gets like below freezing consistently all the time, like crazy below freezing, catch cans are definitely going to be the better way to go. But if you already have catch cans installed, I would just rock those. No need to swap over to an AOS unless you really want to. For real, can't wait to hear it run. Same. Thanks, Ask Media. Can't wait to hear the EG33 startup. Same. Hopefully, by like June or July is my goal to get that thing like actually like idling. But we'll find out. Also, safety off. Appreciate the dono, my friend. A tendy for keeping Solcom under issues, brother. I hope Black Beauty is done testing your composure from here on out. Same. So all the parts for the blob eye come in on Monday. That's going to include the, what is it? I think the alternator bracket comes in Monday, but it's a new alternator plug, the new AOS. If the alternator bracket doesn't come in, I can just reuse the old alternator for the time being until that bracket comes in. DC Power also sent us, a lot of people were actually pointing this out in the alternator video that I made. DC Power actually sent us up a whole new wiring kit for the alternator to replace all the stock wiring. Well, it doesn't replace it, but it runs in parallel with it. So that way, if like, you guys will see the video of it. Whole bunch of wiring coming for that one also. But hopefully, yeah, Karma just cooperates with us for a while. We had like a good solid month and a half, 2 months of that car not giving us any issues. Then out of nowhere, it's like, bloop. I know for a fact I have to replace one of the axles on the car. So, I mean, if we run into an axle issue, I won't be surprised at all with that one. But hopefully we have no more issues. Where did I just go? Was the 2004 STI only year for Java Black Pearl Metallic? Yes, it was. Only 2004 got the Java Black, which is probably the best black color I've ever seen Subaru done. It's like this. It looks so good in the sunlight when it's like cleaned up. Have a horsepower goal you're aiming for. With the EG33, yes. So the first iteration of what we're going to be doing is going to be on the Precision 6870 Turbo. That turbo is rated either up to 1,000 or 1,100. I don't remember. That's not our final target wheel horsepower goal. Target goal in the end for that car is 1,200 on a full send pull. Realistically, the 6870 will probably get us to around 950 to 1,000. We're probably going to stay at that interval for a couple months till we break in the engine, get used to the car a little bit, and verify that everything in the car is running properly and safely. When the time comes, the Precision 6870 is going to come off of the EG33, and we're going to end up replacing that with like a 7135 or something bigger. The 6870 is then going to get transferred over to the blob eye, and we're going to go rotate it on the blob eye with a built block. The whole shebang there. We'll do like closed deck, half-inch head studs, the whole kit caboodle with that car. So the 6870 is going to go on the EG33 for now, and then when the time comes, it's going to get transferred over to the 05 STI, and we'll do rotated setup on that car. So short term, 900 to like 950 with the Precision 6870. Long term, 1,200 with like a 7135 or something bigger. A friend of mine bought a cheap turbo, a cheap Chinese turbo for $35 as a wish from a website for his 1993 STI, and it exploded and destroyed his engine. Tanner? Well, that just sounds like a poor decision on the owner's part. If you see a turbo for $35, That's gotta raise a red flag. Like, that has to immediately raise a... What is the cheapest turbo? What is the cheapest VF39 that I can find? VF39 turbo Subaru STI replacement. What is, like, the cheapest? The cheapest VF39. Let's go shopping. How cheap can we get? 185 bucks. That's just the hot side there, though. Come on, what is the cheapest here? Man, these are not OEM replacement. 235. 145. 145. Anything beat 145. Not on the first page of here. So we have $145 for a brand new VF39. Is this an actual IHI turbo? 144.98. Turbocharger for IHI RHF 55 VF39. I don't know if I don't think I'd trust this. I don't think I'd trust this turbo. I don't know. Nah, what does that say? Turbocharger. I can't, like, zoom in on it. Why can I go Command Plus? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't make the picture bigger. I wouldn't trust it, even at $150. Look at the gasket! Look at just the gasket for the turbo to downpipe. That thing just looks... It's just misshaping. No, for $35, I'd be a little bit concerned. Can I zoom out just a hair more? There we go. No interest if paid in full for 6 months if you want this $150 turbo. Definitely wouldn't suggest it. New unbranded direct replacement. Please replace engine oil before use. Professional installation required. Professional installation is not required to replace a turbo. Come on. All parts are hand inspected off the line. Well, it looks like they didn't really inspect that turbo to downpipe gasket because that thing is misshapen and like an awkward angle. According to the original factory specifications, perfect match for the original car. Easy installation. If it's easy installation, why do I have to have a professional mechanic install it? That seems a little contradicting. Stable characteristics, high reliability, aftermarket products with premium quality. I don't know how much I believe that. Yeah, 35 bucks for a turbo. I'd probably be a little bit concerned that somebody actually did that. Wish I had a Smedia near me. Well, Cozy, whoa, you are near and dear to my heart, my friend. A mechanical engineering major here, and I want to build something as a project. Junk 80s exotic with a more reliable motor swap, or give a bucket Subi a new lease on life. What would you do? I would do something different. Like, do something different. Step outside the bounds of what other people have done. I would swap, like, an old exotic. I think that would be cool. I think it would be fun. It would definitely be different, and it would definitely attract attention. I'd say go with that one. Go with that one. Ford Fiesta ST in the house. That's what I'm saying. I've been considering getting... There's a couple... So, I don't know why. I've been thinking about getting a new car recently. I can't afford to get a new car right now by any means. But for some reason, I've just been thinking about it. And I've been going back and forth between Audi, BMW, and like a Focus RS. Don't know why, but for some reason, I keep seeing those cars. Like, there's very specific ones out of each one that I want. Some of them being completely unaffordable in where I'm at in life right now. But I don't know. It's been on my mind. What are the services? 30k miles for 15 plus WX. Transmission, rear diff, intake air filter, cabin air filter, oil change. That should be about it. Spark plugs are 60k, but I would suggest doing them around 30k if you are modified. Just bought my first Subi, being delivered next Saturday. Ooh, congrats, Hunter. Seeing a bunch of Subis on tow trucks, should I be worried? No. Typically, I've got like so many videos that break down reliability. I would go check those videos out. I have never had a Subaru blatantly explode on me. I've never had one end up on the back of a tow truck. Even the one Subaru that I did have a failed engine on, it was my fault. It was 100% my fault that it ended up breaking. Aside from that, maybe I've just been like stupid lucky in the world of Subaru, but I've never had one that's just decided to grenade itself. Just never had it happen before. I wouldn't worry about it. Just go watch the reliability videos. Go take a gander at those ones, and you should be totally fine. Ricky, Fortune Auto. Ooh, very nice. With the X1 valve upgrade, Hyperco springs, got them from Jeff Cygnus. Very nice. Very nice. Braking vibration is from pad buildup on the rotors. Just replaced front pads and rotors for this. I'm trying the Hawk ceramic pads. So far, so good. A little less bite, but still stops on a dime. Well, there we go. There we go. Hey, have you had any squeaking with the Hawk? I have StopTech rotors and Hawk performance pads. I haven't had any squeaking on my setup. Others say they have. Personally, I have not. What up, dude? What up, Cody? Subaru nerd. What up, y'all? What's going on, man? Is 0.438 damn fine on an STI? It's not ideal. Let me tell you that. If you're getting 0.438 damn, you probably have something going on that's causing the car to pull timing like that. Could be tune related, could be fuel related, could be engine related. There's a lot of things that could be related to it. I've got videos on how to diagnose that, what to look for. Go check it out. Go check it out. Lots of good info. I have a 2020 STI. Are the stock internals able to handle more power? I haven't been able to find any definitive evidence. Well, I don't have any definitive evidence to give you, but I can tell you that your 2020 STI comes with a Type RA short block. I have a Type RA short block in the 05 STI. I've been able to push that car up to 460 horsepower and beat on it. I beat on that car every day when I drive it. Like, I get into boot. I constantly take the car up to redline all the time. Haven't had any issues with that engine as of yet. Others have made up to 550 wheel horsepower on the Type RA short block, which you have in your car. Really comes down to your driving style, modifications done to the car, and the tune that you have on the car. But yeah, they are what we've seen in the community is that they are able to handle more power. I bought an STI in January before used car prices started going up. Hey, good time to buy. Good time to buy right there. That's not even MAP, though. You're right, that's not even MAP. That's like M45 equal length headers. I heard they're good till about 400 wheel horsepower. It's relatively true. I'm sure people have done more. I mean, I guarantee people have done more. Smash that like button, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Smash it. Party. I'm leaking coolant by my turbo on my 2018 WRX, but my overfill is at max. It goes down, then back up. It also gets really loud and really noisy. Any clue? Obviously, I would start by diagnosing where the coolant leak is coming from. If you're getting a miscellaneous coolant leak somewhere in the system, then I would start by diagnosing that, fixing that, and then seeing if that's helping. Because if you're pulling air into the system, then it's going to start messing with your coolant in there, and then you're going to start like having weird pressure intervals with the air flowing through the coolant system. Start with diagnosing where the coolant leak is coming from, reburp the system, get any air that's in there out, and then see what happens. Also, safety off. Appreciate the other dono, dude. If you want to do something really out there, take an Outback and do the crazy on it. Ooh, I mean, I'd be down. I like the Outbacks. I like Outbacks. I like Outbacks. I like Legacies. I've wanted a Spec B for a while also. Like, Spec Bs are, like, stupid hard to come by. If I could ever get a Spec B, I'd probably snag a Spec B, like, real quick. Why are we, like, losing focus? Ah, that's why. There we go. There we go. Camera was like, black screen. I'm thinking it was a bad fuel, but I've never been off 0. Wait a minute. Is your dam normally a 0? Jacob, you talking about that? You talking about that? Mod Garage is freaking awesome. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just finished a motor build up there last week. This week? I guess it was this week, technically. I'm starting on another motor build this coming week on Tuesday after the 05 gets up and running again. So, all the motor builds. Super cool up there. Why are all EGR and TGV deletes not available anywhere? This is BS. EPA is starting to find companies that are selling anything that is emissions defective device kind of thing. So expect all of those to continue to disappear off shelves if any companies are still selling them. Yeah, that's why I asked year, because some are 1.0, some start from 0 to 4. Your ECU is pulling that is true. It could be very bad gas. The only ones that shouldn't ideally be at 1 for DAM are WRXs that use 16-bit ECUs. I believe that's 02 to 04 or 05 that use 16-bit ECUs. It's either 16-bit or 32-bit. I don't remember off the top of my head. I just got my RCM oil pump in today. It's an impressive piece. That it is. I love my RCM oil pump. I haven't actually gotten to really use it yet. But just from the look of it, it just looks beautiful. It's a good-looking oil pump. I like it. What exhaust am I getting for the Blueberry? Custom, I believe. I don't know. That depends on if we can have a downpipe or not. If we can have a downpipe, I'm going to buy a Catback. It's going to be a quad tip. It'll probably be ETS with a resonator and some mufflers in there. It'll probably be 3-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch, probably 3-inch, something along those lines. Because we have a 4-inch outlet on the turbo. You know what? We'll probably just do a custom exhaust because we have a 4-inch outlet on the turbo. No, it's 3-inch outlet on it. 4-inch inlet, 3-inch outlet. So we could do a 3-inch downpipe to a 3-inch catback. We could easily do that. I don't know yet. It'll probably be ETS if we can retain a full exhaust. Do you think suspension or upgrade engines are better as a first mod? 100% suspension upgrades right there. What brand of front mount intercooler do you recommend for 2018 WRX? ETS 100% on that one. ETS 100%. I'm thinking suspension. I completely concur. Suspension upgrades are always... If I had to pick between suspension upgrades or engine upgrades, I'm going to pick suspension upgrades before engine upgrades because you're not going to be able to use the full potential of power that the car has if you start upgrading the engine. Even with the proper tune, even daily driving, you're going to get more bang for your buck out of suspension modifications than you are out of engine modifications. If you're like going to doing like first modifications for a car that you've just gotten. My 2 cents. Yes, that I agree. Some crazy prices for mirrors. When I saw them pop up for 350 OBO, I asked if he would do 300. He said 320. I said, hell yes. I know they are used, but like I mentioned, they are saying, I know everyone keeps trying to buy mine. I'm like, I'm not selling my mirrors. People are like, you're building like the race car though, but it's retaining OEM features. That's the thing. We're retaining OEM features here. EGR deletes are no more. I ended up buying mine before they made them illegal. They're not technically illegal. I mean, for off-road use, are they legal or illegal? Do we know yet? Do we have like a definitive answer on that yet? Anything special about cleaning your cold air intake filter and re-oiling? There's nothing really special about it. You pull it out of the car, you clean it, you re-oil it, you put it right back in, you should be good to go. Why are catch cans better in cold? I live in Minnesota. They're better in the cold because the return line off of an air oil separator, it's going to build up moisture. It's just natural that it's going to build up a little bit of moisture. If you live in a very, 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 very cold area and you go to start your car and there is a little bit of moisture in there, that moisture is going to work its way down to the return line. If you shut your car off and you leave it overnight, and we'll say it's like minus 30 degrees, minus 40 degrees, or minus like 50 degrees, something like extremely cold outside, that water is going to turn to ice, it's going to freeze, it's going to block the return line that allows all the oil to go back into the engine. So you're just going to have this backup of pressure inside of the AOS that's not allowing the crankcase to breathe properly. So that's why catch cans are primarily going to be a little bit better in colder weathers, because they're not going to have a return line that drains all that oil back into the block. Definitely live where it gets damn cold in the winter and have had condensation in my catch can when it's super cold, so I'd rather that not being recirculated. See, right there, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you like the 09 STI hatch with 2011 front bumper? I mean, I've had a 2008 STI. I've had a 2011 STI, both of them hatchbacks. I do prefer the 2011 plus bumpers than the 08 to 10s. Having had both chassis, I just think it looks better. You could definitely swap over like a 2011 plus bumper onto an 08 to 10. You just need to get the bumper, the grill, and I think that's it to be able to make them work. I love my Java black, but it's covered in pollen. Even my Obsidian black is covered in pollen also right now. It's ridiculous. Hey, love the content. Why do you think Subaru doesn't put stage 1 tune on stock WRX STI? Because they want the cars to be as reliable as possible. If they start modifying cars from factory, it makes warranty stuff a lot more difficult on Subaru's end. Subaru of America isn't going to be happy with that either, so they just don't do it. Yeah, my car is still covered in tree love stuff. Been too drained to do some cleaning and installs. Got a heart monitor on for the next week. Man, sleep has been rough this year. Dude, that does not sound enjoyable to deal with, my man. Eric, hopefully everything chills out for you here soon, dude. Amazon turbos are a joke. Don't know why they sell them. Does Amazon sell turbos? Does Amazon sell turbos? Now you got me curious. Can I go back up here and go Amazon? Amazon. What do we got on Amazon? VF39 turbo, STI replacement, Amazon right there. What do we got? Okay, I don't know how cautious I am of this one. This one says $520. It's not OEM. What is this brand? Hontai? Turbo model R. Hey, this is the one that we found on eBay for 150 bucks. I still wouldn't trust this turbo. It's the exact same turbo. Are there any reviews on this? Anyone leave any reviews? No reviews. What else do we have down here? What is this? $130. And it has 4 reviews. What are your guys' reviews? Great. Okay. It came fast and seems to be working all right so far. Lasted less than 500 miles. Blew up, was installed by a certified mechanic, was getting oil evident of the was getting oil evident of the blue smoke blowing out the exhaust when the turbo oil bearing went out. Contacted company, got no replies, wasted $500 between, well, you should have bought it on eBay because it's $150 there. Between buying this product and paying a mechanic to install it, junk and company does not stand by their product being sold. Flush $500 down the drain. Well, you could have flushed $150 down the drain if you would have done a little bit more research. What other cheap stuff is on Amazon? There's good stuff on Amazon. Don't get me wrong. There's cheap stuff and there's good stuff. What else do we have up here? Bapmic turbocharger. I don't know how much I wouldn't trust any of these, to be honest. This one has 24 reviews. You have 24 reviews. Model TD04 13T6 OEM part number. Max. Oh, it's a Max Speeding Rods turbo. I tried to install one of these at the mod garage not too long ago. Fitment was awful, and you have to put the turbo together because it comes in pieces, and they definitely don't give you all those gaskets. I can tell you that right now. TD04L 13T turbocharger for Subaru Impreza 02 to 07, 24 reviews. How many? This has a 3.4 out of 5. Not bad for the price, but multiple mods required to install. You shouldn't have to modify anything for a replacement turbo. Rating change. So after a ton of back and forth with the seller, they did keep their word on refunding. The only real issue I have was the process of returning the item and having to pay, so okay, whatever you had to pay extra on shipping to return it. So far, so good. Only been installed for a few hundred miles so far, but installed fairly easily, as any Subaru turbo would. And produces good boost so far. We'll see how it holds up with time. My last Chinese turbo self-destructed after about 10,000 miles. Well, here's my thing. If you didn't buy a Chinese turbo to begin with, and then you didn't buy a Max Speeding Rod turbo to replace the Chinese one you got, you probably could have gotten an OEM turbo with the amount of money that you spent. How much is this one? Max Speeding Rod turbo. How much was this one? $138. I'm just saying, if you spent money on a Chinese one, then you bought this one, you probably could have bought a used OEM one that's just fine. Ran into an issue upon install. Contacted seller, no response. The turbo had a couple of differences from the OEM. There was also an issue getting the banjo bolt to thread in. We'll have to go another route. Failed in less than 800 miles. Failed after 6.5 months. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get. Look at that. Look at all these stuff. How much is a graphics card right now? Because I still need to buy one of these. $940? Stop. Stop with the overprice. That's what we need to protest, is the price of graphic cards right now. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know how I just got on the whole thing. Oh, Amazon turbos are a joke. Sorry, off topic with Amazon turbos. We just got off topic. Just got my FP and be happy with the power and reliability. Very nice. Very nice. You can't go wrong with FP turbos. I've primarily used FP turbos on my Supers. I have the FP black on the 05, have the FP blue on that one out there. Can't go wrong with them. It's a P041 code 410. I don't remember what this is off the top of my head. I don't remember what this is. Hold up. Hold up. I don't remember what it is. What was this? P0410 code is generic OBD2 triple code that means same through Super Deluxe. Secondary air injection system. I'd say delete it, but I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can still buy air pump deletes. Air pump delete STI. Can you still buy these? Oh, you can. Look at that. They're right there. eBay, $23. These I wouldn't mind buying off eBay. They're just they're literally just plates. Tomica race. Look at that. You can still buy them. Just delete the air pump. Just delete it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Which one is better to run? Leaded 110 octane or Sunco 260 GT Plus, which is also unleaded, but trying to prevent knock and detonation from pump gas. Why not just go Matt, can you not go E85? If you can get 110 octane and 260 Sunco, can you not get E85? That is my question. Get the E85s. 13WX on third motor. About to hit on RK. How are you on your third motor? What is happening over there? What is going on? How are you on your third motor? I just installed my IEG AOS my 18WX. I have some coolant buildup below my turbo. All of my hoses are bone dry. No leaks there. It also got super loud inside the car. If you just installed an AOS on your car, that makes me think that there's still probably air in the system somewhere. Did you burp the cooling system after you installed this thing? I have some coolant buildup below my turbo. How do you... So it's a WR below your turbo. There's only two coolant lines that really go down there. There's the one... There's in and out for the turbo. That should literally be all that's down there. I got a Grimmspeed front mount intercooler, IAG AOS Cybon versus hood. Cybon carbon grill to install. Can't wait. I'm guessing it's just a Cybon CF hood, but it auto-corrected to versus. Very nice. Good parts. My factory OEM pistons blew up on the first engine I had. Ooh, that sounds like a blast. That sounds like a blast to replace. What is my favorite year of the Subaru hatchback? Is there a difference between the years? Chat. Feel free to answer. My favorite, if I were to get a hatchback, it would be 100% between 11 and 14. Ideally, I would try to get a 2014 limited hatchback. Small dog, you want to go out there and bark? You're more than welcome to run out there and bark. Go bark at people. Go be a Doge. He's going to go be a Doge and bark at the front door. Ideally, I would try to get a 2014 because you're probably going to get one with less miles. It's the last generation of hatchback that they produced. There's not really a huge difference between the 11 to 14 series. I would try to avoid the 08 to 10s a little bit. The revisions that they made in 11 to 14 just kind of outweigh those of the 08 to 10s. My 2013 STI just had rod bearing failure. Cough boy. Look at this as an opportunity to make more power. An opportunity. Your engine told you, I want more power. I'm going to blow up. Let's do some forged internals. Let's just do it. Do the thing. They're going to do the thing. It's expensive, but I'm sorry. Just got my Fortunatos from Cygnus Performance installed. So stoked. Sent you a pic on Insta. Check it out. Ooh, I will try to swing through there tonight. Stock location, exit housing, exhaust housing. Stock location, exhaust housing. Started showing up on eBay for GT3076R turbo. So now my Baja is getting stock location max speeding rod turbo. Oh, not a Russian bot. Let me know how the install goes, because I tried to install one of their TD05s on a WRX, and the water jacket ports were significantly larger on the on the CHRA than they were over stock. So let me know how that goes. Sounds like a head gasket. How much boost does a stock EJ25 run new to Subis? If it's an STI, which I'm guessing because you said, well, I'm assuming it's a newer STI EJ25. Stock tune will probably put you around like 16 psi ish. I don't recall what the stock tune is 100% off the top of my head, but I'm gonna guess it's around. I want to say it's around 16 because I haven't had a stock Subaru in so long. Fox, what up, dude? I'm late, but I ended up talking to a neighbor about a Garage Kept 2013 FRS. Well, did you buy it? Fox, we need to know these. We need to know these things. Thoughts on the Grimmspeed Shop STI? Thoughts on the Grimmspeed Shop STI that didn't upgrade fuel components and is getting some pretty high numbers for a few bolt-ons. Ryan, didn't you respond to my comment that I put on their video? I think those numbers are incredibly pumped. Now, Grimmspeed, if you ever see this live stream for any reason, I like most of your guys' products, but those numbers are incredibly pumped. There's no way that they're making that much power on the stock fuel system with an intake, downpipe, and boost controller. It's just not going to happen. You take their shop car, you put that thing on a Mustang dyno, it's probably going to register around like 280 horsepower would be my guess. It's just, the fueling isn't there. It's just not there. Check the heads, bro. Could be the gasket, depending on mileage. My 15 WRX runs much better on full tank. Once it gets to a quarter, it starts running sluggish. We'll keep it above a quarter tank. Tanner, get an FA20 and lift it. I don't got money for that, Chad. I already got 2 money pits. I got 2 money pits already, and they both drained me dry. Can't afford a third one right now. Got a 2011 WRX at 106,000 miles on a Cobb 93 OTS tune with downpipe intake, etc. So far, original engine as far as I'm aware. Pray for me. Well, you should be fine, man. You should be totally fine. Did you recently do timing belt, water pump, all that stuff? It says you're at 106,000 miles. Should have been done anywhere between like 92 and 100,000. If not, make sure you jump on that. You do that ASAP. How do I feel about the Crosstrack? I like Crosstracks. I wanted a Crosstrack a couple years ago. I wish they would just make a Crosstrack XT. Give me a turbo version. I'd be all about it. I think I saw a bright yellow Brat the other day. It was a 2-door, had the bed. Did not look like the Chevy Monte Carlo. Ooh. Ooh, I want a Spec B Legacy. I'll take a Spec C Impreza too. Ooh. You don't see too many of those. Cheers, Jim. Tanner, why not go for something like a Chrysler? Because I don't want that. I don't want any of those. I want like an M3. I've always wanted an M3. I want like an M3. I want like a Audi B8 or something like that. That would be a fun car to modify and build. I don't know. There's just other cars I've been looking into. Tanner, my brother's 2008 WRX has compression issues. He's not mechanically inclined, and the dealership kind of screwed him. What's a good place to either rebuild the motor or drop a new one? Where's a good place? Where are you located, Lee? Lee, where are you located at, man? Yo, it's been a while. What up, bro? What up, VK? What up? Really enjoying the content. Always love the faster than needed always love faster than needed cars. For real. I mean, who doesn't? I've got an Evo X and a WRX wagon for a daily. I'm still on the lookout for an Evo also. I'm like consistently on the lookout for an Evo 8 or Evo 9 for like one that's not like stupidly overpriced. One day we'll get an Evo. I'm jealous of the Evo, man. I want an Evo. Where'd I just go? $350 for mirrors is cheap. Take a look. The Ganadors. I've never been a huge fan of Ganador mirrors. I never understood what all the hype was about. Can't get parts in your neighborhood? Have a friend or family in the other friendly states. Oh, that's true. I've seen people do that too. True about suspension mods. My Stage 2 Plus WRX with stock suspension definitely rocks back and forward like a boat when doing poles. See? I tell you. Hey, I'm thinking about getting a WRX like 2015 Plus. What should I look out for? The closer to stock, the better. 100%. The closer to stock, the better. Try to find, obviously, clean title. 2015, I would try to stay under like 70,000 miles if you can find one. And then obviously work within your budget. Junior, appreciate the dono, man. Tan man, treat yourself to some Taco Bell, my guy. It ain't much, but might be enough for a crunch wrap. Dude, it's all about the beefy 5 layers. Dude, that'll get 2 beefy 5 layers right there. Appreciate the dono, my friend. We're partying with some beefy 5 layers tonight. Have I heard of people breaking the 6-speed driveline? What's the weak point? Do I need to worry about it occasionally launching my car just over 430 wheel horsepower? I've never heard of anybody breaking the 6-speed driveline. I've never, especially at 430 wheel horsepower. Like if Subaru ever overbuilt one thing, it was the driveline or the drivetrain in an STI, 100%. Brad, what's going on, dude? Hey Tanner, I've asked you about the money involved going E85 in my 16 WRX. For the money, is an IAG engine swap better than going E85 as far as longevity? It really depends on what your definition of longevity is. Like a built engine isn't going to give you any more longevity than a stock engine would. If you're dealing with like smaller, more daily driverable, is that a word? Driverable power numbers. A built block just isn't going to give you that reliability if you're still making 300 wheel horsepower. E85 is definitely going to give you more reliability because since it burns cooler, you get the added benefit of cooling the cylinder, so you have reduced knock, and that's going to give you overall longer longevity. Just keep in mind that if you run E85, you do need to change your oil a little bit sooner. Typically, people suggest every like 1,500 miles or so. E85 just builds up more moisture. You can get water contaminants in your oil, degrades the oil a little bit quicker. As far as longevity goes, I would say E85 over a built block for longevity speaking purposes. It's plumped like OEM. Got my first ever WRX 2021. Plan on doing a lot of visual stuff first. Want to wait out for the access port for a bit. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. You don't got to avoid that warranty quite yet if you don't want to. Womp. Exact same turbo for 4 times the price. That's what I'm saying. No wonder Bezos is a billionaire. Yeah, dude, that max Peating rod. I don't think I still have it pulled up on eBay. But yeah, it's the exact same turbo for what you can buy it on eBay for $135 and Amazon sells it for $500. Nope. Would you put a 16 STI spoiler on a 16 WRX? No, because you guys know that I take STI wings off of all of my STIs. I wouldn't do it. If you're asking me if you should do it, that's up to you. If you want to do it, you do it. I pity the fool that trusts max Peating rods anything. So I mean, we can do a little impromptu story time. Max Peating Rods is a company that has like, I am so annoyed with Max Peating Rods. Like companies reach out to me every now and then, and I don't typically accept a lot of like partnerships with companies and whatnot. Max Peating Rods is one of the ones that will not leave me alone. It is insane the amount of emails, amount of Instagram DMs they've sent me, and they were like, you buy our parts, you do a review on it. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy your $130 turbo to run on my $10,000. They wanted me to get a turbo from them for the EG33. You think I'm gonna put one of their $250 turbos on my $10,000 engine? No, that is one company that just will not stop trying to reach out to me. I'm like, no, it's not happening. Jesus, Daniel! Bro, coming in here with the big dono. Appreciate it, dude. What's up, boy? You always have these when I'm driving home from work. Here's a Donny. Keep it up. Hey, appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. That's big hype right now. That's big hype over there. I'm all about it. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the dono, man. That'll go towards the roll cage for the 17 STI. For the Blue Baru. We're going to start calling it by its name. The Blue Baru. But yeah, Max Speeding Routes is a company that just will not leave me alone. Anyone know a company that does duckbill spoilers for G3 sedans? I think Viz Racing actually does. I think Viz Racing is one of the companies that actually does do that one. Sup, my guy, Smedia. What up, Crazy Tactics? Are name brand coilovers for a 2018 STI worth it for a daily driver? 100%, yeah. Coilovers are one thing I don't suggest cheaping out on because they have such direct driver feedback to how you drive the car. You get like bad coilovers, just makes for an awful driving experience when daily driving the car. 100%, they are worth the money to get name brand coilovers. BC Racing at minimum is what I would suggest for any daily driver. If you have the extra money, go a little bit above and beyond and snag, like I said, a Fortunatos if you plan on doing some like spirited driving, any type of track driving. But for the most part, BC Racing is going to be totally fine for all of your daily driving needs. I use BC Racing on the 05 STI. They're great coilovers for daily driving. If you want like really good like track settings out of them, I would suggest like upgrading to like the BCs above their BR type. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but yeah, name brand coilovers, totally worth it for a daily driver. Any plans for meetups this summer? Yes. More details to follow for anyone who's local. I mean, I'm working on trying to organize something. I'm working on it. Yeah, do they have anything for the access port for 2021 yet? Heard a lot of people couldn't find their car on it. I don't know. Is Cobb not doing anything for it yet? Cobb Tuning. What do you got, Cobb Tuning? I don't want your software package. Just take me to your website. What do we got? We want products. View all products. Year. Don't. That's not what I wanted. Come on. Now I need to go back and filter these. Come on. Products. Give me this. There we go. Year 2021. Come on. Subaru. Ascent? What do they make for the Ascent? I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Doesn't look like they have an access port out yet for the 2021. But what do they make for the Ascent? Do they make access ports for the Ascent? Is this a thing now? Are people going to be tuning Ascents? Oh my... They have an access port for the Subaru Ascent? What? Cobb, what are you doing? What is this? All the soccer moms, they're all going to get in the Ascents with access ports and just flash a Stage 2 tune onto their car. So what are they making with a Stage 1? That's Stage 1 plus 87. Stock versus Stage 1 93. So what do we have? Stock horsepower is the dashed line. The new one is this line. So it looks like they're peaking, I'm going to guess, around maybe 250, 240 horsepower over stock, peaking around like 220-ish. Torque? Look at how much torque that thing makes. What is this? Around... Jeez, why is this graph so tiny? Around like 2,900 RPM, you have full torque at like... What is that? 315 foot-pounds? Do they actually give the... Oh my god, they give the numbers right here. They give you the gains. Click here for map notes and power gains. I'm curious. I didn't know they did this. 1,200 wheel horsepower Ascent. You guys, this is what we're going to do for the next car. We're just going to build an Ascent. Let's just build a Subaru Ascent. Do they give the exact figures and the exact numbers? I don't think so. They're all CVT too. So I don't know. We suggest keeping an eye on the CVT temperature while towing and avoiding situations where the temperature rises above 240. So it looks like they're already warning people of potential CVT issues if your CVT gets too hot. So stage 193, you get 11 horsepower gain. Maximum gains, that's all I care about. 22 horsepower over stock, 22 horsepower over torque. That is good. That is good. I'm impressed. I didn't know. Look at that. We came here to look at STI stuff and we got distracted by Ascent stuff. Do they hold up. I got to do some more digging on this because I am way too curious. Do they make an intake? Do they, LOL, Pro Tuned Ascent, that's going to be happening. Do they make like intakes and exhausts for this car now? Do they have a J-pipe? They make a J-pipe for this? What do you got? Staged packages. What do you guys got for this? I want to know. I want to know. Come on. Staged packages. What is this? Is this for the Ascent? This is Nissan GTR, Nissan GTR. These are all Nissan GTR. Staged packages, products not compatible with vehicle. Do you guys sell an intake for the Ascent then? What are we selling for the Ascent? Air induction. What do you got? You can't tell me that all you sell is an access port. Nothing. Air induction product. Do they really only sell an access port? They really only have an access port. They get kind of hot. Are Ascents? Soccer mom game on the rise. That's what I'm saying, dude. You're going to get gapped by an Ascent here soon if Cobb keeps dropping products for this. Do they have an exhaust? They have no air induction. So far, all I see is an access port. Wait, Ascent's... Oh, that's a featured product. Hangers and accessories, 2-bolt, 3-bolt. So what about like a 2020 Ascent? Do they have like intakes and stuff for that available? That's 2021. I'm getting like, I'm curious. Aren't Ascents 60K? Are they? How much does a Subaru Ascent go for? Subaru car builder, I guess. How much can I buy an Ascent for if I want? I don't want an Ascent, but now I'm just curious. How much are Ascents? If I were to build an Ascent, we don't want no Impreza, we don't want no Legacy, no Crosstrek, no Forester, no Outback. This is what we want right here. Let's build us an Ascent. If we're doing it, we might as well. You know what do we get here? What do we get? Power moonroof. I do like moonroofs. I really don't care for that, but I want the moonroof, so we're gonna go with the big boy. What do you mean? That's a $6,000 price jump between the limited and the touring. 2.4 liter turbocharged Subaru Boxer Forza, so it's the exact same. Everything's okay. Fine. You know, fine. Be that way. I don't need to see all this. Okay, give me that one. Give me the limited. I'm fine with the limited. I'm fine. Heck, it would be nice Subaru made an Ascent STI. That would be kind of cool. I think I'd be all about that. Automatic linear CVT. That's the only choice I get. Okay, well, if I'm doing a color, I thought that was going to be World Rally Blue for a minute. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You can't go wrong with black still. Like, oh, the brown, though. The brown looks good. What is this? Ice Silver Metallic. Magnetic Gray Metallic. Crystal White Pearl. You know, I'm going to go with the brown. I got to go with the brown. I can't get black interior. I can only get warm ivory. Ugh. 8 passenger technology. How many people? You got to spend $3,000 for an extra seat? No thanks. No thanks. What are my other options here? What is this one? 7 passenger technology, Harman Kardon audio. You know what? I think I'd be just fine with that one. Obviously, give me the rocker Fosgate. Yeah, I need the wireless charger. The cargo cover, throw that in. Cargo net. Yeah, we got to put our soccer ball somewhere. Cargo tray. Look at that. We can have a floaty in the back seat. Cargo separator. I got a Doge. Why not? Light up cup holders? Talk to me into it, Subaru. A sunshade. Nope. Sunshade. I don't want your sunshade. Gotta have the welcome. Gotta have. I don't even know what that is, but give me it. Give me that too. How much is the most expensive Ascent that I can build? How much is the most expensive limited Ascent that I can build with all the extras? How many extras do they offer? How do they offer 67 extras? Yeah, why not? Throw that in too. That's actually not bad. $44,000. Continue. Oh, please don't make me enter in an email and talk to someone at Subaru for this. Is that it? Are we done? Are we done? So total price 40. Look at that, not 60,000 like we thought. It's only 44,000. How much do new STIs sell for? If I wanted to build an STI, no, you cannot have my feedback. So 2021 WRX. Let's start here. All the drunk soccer moms be clubbing. So we'll say, give me, mine's a limited, so we're gonna price out a limited. How much would a limited cost? How much would a limited cost in my option? So if I could pick any color, ooh, what is it? That's World Rally Blue, Lapis Blue, Crystal White Pearl, Ice Silver Metallic. I'd have to go DGM. I gotta go DGM on it. Optional low. Yep, you guys know I'm all about getting rid of the wing. I love that mirror. I really don't care for the cargo net. Really don't care for the cargo tray. Aero splash guards. Give me the JDM ones. I will take those. Garbage. This shift knob is trash. STI short shifter trash. Your Subaru battery tie down trash. Your Subaru oil cap, nope. Ultra suede steering wheel, I will say yes on that one. Even buying them from other companies is the exact same price, like $450, $499. Roof racks, I do go snowboarding, so give me the Thulu's. Paddleboard carrier, what do you think I'm doing with a paddleboard? Comfort and convenience? Oh my gosh, dude, they offer so many things. Yeah, give me that armrest extension. Moonroof air deflector, nah. STI brand, that's where I'm going to spend all my money with this, isn't it? I already know it. STI carbon fiber trunk trim, duh, we got to have that on there. STI door handle cup protectors, nah. All your shift knobs suck. Shifter bushing sucks. Give me the front lip. Give me the rear spats. Give me the side skirts. Nope. Style. There's a style? What is style? Footwell illumination kit. I do have that in mind, so I can't really complain. So yeah, give me that. $101 for LED upgrades. You are high, Subaru. Valve stem. These are OEM things. I can get OEM caps that say WRX. I can get OEM caps that say WRX. No thanks. Vortex generator. Why not? Throw it in there. Lifestyle. What do you got under lifestyle? What do you got? Crossbars. Where's the snowboard rack? Give me the snowboard rack. Where's the snowboard rack? There it is. Boom. Give me that. Is that everything? What would that? It would only cost $46,000 to build an STI if I wanted to buy an STI. A new STI, like, forbid that I were to buy one. Only $46,000. It's actually not bad. This is for 2021? It's for, is this 2021? I believe it's 2021. That's actually not that bad. Accessories only comes out to like $3,800. And most of it's like STI add-ons, like this stuff. It's all stuff I would have bought anyways. And I don't know. I just got way off topic digging through like Subaru's dealio, trying to figure out what's going on there. That's my color. See, that's what I'm saying. I like DGM. DGM is my footwell illumination kit equals my flashlight. See, I've got the, I mean, I have it on my STI, the 17. I have the red footwell illumination kit. Don't know why. I just like it. It's a good thing. Pre-COVID, a Subaru salesman didn't let me test drive one because it was an STI and high performance. Well, it doesn't sound like he could have made a sale that day then. It's my color only. How much can I build a 400Z? I'm actually curious now if I can do this. Let's go back to this. Can I go to Nissan? Nissan car builder. Can I do this? Do they allow me to do this also? Nissan USA. Here we go. I'm curious. No, you cannot use my location because then I'm going to start getting things from a Pathfinder. Wow, dude, Nissan offers a lot of cars. Where's the 400Z? Well, that's a letdown. I can't even order a 400Z. Can't even order a GTR. Did they just like, can you not buy GTRs anymore? Vehicle types, features, vehicles. Nismo. No, you cannot. GTR Nismo Ultimate. How much does a GTR cost nowadays? How much does a GTR go for? Probably way too much money. Way too much. Why? You know, I'm getting quite annoyed with you, Nissan, asking me to continue to use my location. Build in price. This is going to be an expensive one. It's going to ask me, can I use your location again? No, you cannot. No! Oh my God. $210,000 starting for a GTR? It's a Nismo. It's a Nismo model, but Jesus. Yeah, this is already way too much for me at $115,000. Like, it won't even like, hang on, let me move my chat box over here. No, oh my gosh, I'm moving the wrong thing. Stop this. Give me this. Let me move myself up here. They want $115,000 to start with. My chat box is like still right in the way of where I'm, so I'm gonna go like right there. We're gonna go right there. Paint color. How much? You got, it's extra money for other colors. Additional changes required. Sure, accept. I don't know what that just accepted for blue. For blue? Why is this so expensive? Why are GTR so expensive? This is why I stick with Subarus and like old JDM cars, because I can afford them. 116. All right, sure. You know what? We'll go with white. We'll just say white. Vehicle in stock. You're telling me somebody has this in stock. Miscellaneous. What if I want to add other options? Wow, they give you a whole bunch of adjustability there. You can get some plate frames and some valve stem caps and wheel locks. Wow, we really... Oh, next step is interior. They do this in steps. Okay, so black interior, weather protection add-on. $1,000 for carbon fiber inserts? Nissan, you're crazy. You're crazy. Packages. Just show me packages. All-weather package, premium interior. What is this? What is this for $4,200? Hand-stitched, semi... anneal leather, appointed front seats, premium leather. No. Sure. No. We're done looking at this. We're done with GTRs. Nope. No thank you. Also, Nissan's JavaScript is slow as heck. Dude, for real, their website's stupid slow. Why don't you go to Dodge's website and build price a Dodge Charger? Because I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to build a 400Z, but they don't even have that on the website, apparently. Crazy, they still have the 370Z up there. Been hearing the U.S. stock is about depleted and no more coming. I heard the same. I heard the same thing, that they were like talking about discontinuing the 300Z with the 400Z coming out. But where is the 400Z? Nissan's thirsty. Nissan's thirsty. That's kind of fun, just going through and randomly building cars. But anyways, I got distracted. I've got a couple other things that I gotta knock. A full tank of gas, $1,000. I got some other stuff that I gotta go knock out tonight. You guys, we've been going for a little over an hour. Hey Tanner, I'm about to get a set of TE37s. I'm not sure about fitting. What do you think about 18 by 9.5 plus 23? Would they fit? I'm not sure if you have Brimbos or not, or what the car is. Swing by Fitment Industries. I would see if anyone is rocking those wheels on their gallery. GTRs have been like 150K. To start with. Have they? I've never looked into like buying or building a GTR before, so I mean, seeing $115,000 right off the bat was just kind of woo. But anyways, I gotta jump off, you guys. We've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes. I appreciate everyone swinging by the live stream. I appreciate all the donos tonight, you guys, and I hope you guys have a killer rest of your guys' like Friday evening and rest of your guys' weekend. I hope you guys have some awesome parts to be installing on your cars. If you haven't checked out the video today, go check it out, because we got the turbo in and we got it mocked up in the engine bay, and the fuel system's pretty much knocked out at this point. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!